Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Stephany, and for today's video, I am planning in my Plum Paper vertical priorities, and I'm going to be using this beautiful sticker book. All of the shops will be linked in the description box below, so you guys can check them out and possibly even save some money on your order. So for this plan with me, I am using the Travel Chic sticker book from Love Posh, and I'm going to be using these beautiful travel stickers. I just love the vibe and the color scheme, and so before we get the pages out, I did want to show you how this current week turned out. And again, I used another sticker book from Love Posh, and I believe it was called Summer Love. But in case you missed this plan with me, I'll go ahead and link it at the end of this one. But for now, let's go ahead and get the pages out. That way we can put the planner up here. Perfect. And so I thought that these two mile liners would match perfectly with the colors. So I'm going to start by highlighting YouTube up here. And so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend I do add 3 lines on Saturday, and then on Sunday I'll go ahead and add another 3. And then for Instagram, I thought that I would use this beautiful color, and I believe that I used it for the last 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I know I definitely used it for this current week, and I am using it again. It is just so pretty. So then over here, we're going to do 3. That way my eye gets drawn, and I know that that's going to be Instagram on the weekend, since the weekend doesn't have any headers because they're stacked, but it works perfectly for me. And before I forget, I did want to add this color up here, and then when I do my tracking, I am going to use the black one because we do have black in the stickers. So now that we are done with them, let's go ahead and look at the stickers. And so we have these beautiful florals here in the corner, and I definitely want to use it. And I do see like the little roads, and I might just add some. I was thinking that we could do maybe something like that. Like, how pretty would that look? Okay, I'm going to grab it and then see exactly how this would look. Okay, I mean, I'm not hating it, but I may just use like a little bit less of the floral. So let's start by adding maybe that one right there. And then we could add the florals like right in here, maybe kind of like that. Okay, perfect. And then I do see like this Jeep. Do we have another vehicle that we could maybe use? No, but I feel like this one is a little bit smaller than the other ones. So let's go ahead and grab it. And then we could see how it would look over here, kind of like that. Wouldn't that look cute? Maybe like right over here? Or how did I want to add the car? I mean, the road is over here, but I don't know. I think I like it over here. So let's, well, actually the wheels are like off of the page, so I do need to move it up just a tiny bit. So maybe right around here. That way we cut off the outline of it. And I did see some signs, so I thought that it would be kind of cool to add one of them. So yeah, like this one. Or we could also do like the little gas pump. We're doing a lot of layering over here. I don't know. Or the light. This one, I think it has to do with the little base. Let's see about the traffic light. How would that look just right there? Okay, I am not hating it, so I'm definitely gonna add that one there. Okay, so now that we kind of have this little section going, let's go ahead and get rid of the edges, which was significant just because I did want the road showing. So let's go ahead and trim this side off, and then we'll go ahead and do this one up here, kind of like that. Okay, so yeah, I think that looks really pretty. And then look at this road right here. Ooh, we could have added it down here. Now that I think about it. Okay, did I want to try to do it? Let's see. Maybe something like that would... Okay, if I try to pick up this sticker, would it look good like underneath it? Okay, hopefully it doesn't start to rip my pages. Okay, so far so good. It's ripping up a little bit, but hopefully it'll be okay. So let's see how we could add this. I am thinking like right in here. I think I need to lift it up just a tiny bit. And we do have the white border, so I'm debating about if I want to leave it on. And I think that I am. And let's go ahead and put it on this side as well. Oh my gosh, how fun are these stickers? And I cannot believe that we are at the end of August already. September will be here before we know it. And I don't know if I want to start doing what is it, fall spreads when September rolls around, or if I really want to wait until fall officially starts towards the middle or end of September. So I'm definitely debating about that. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I have been thinking about that. And so maybe we could add some florals up here. And I'm going to try to center it. And sometimes that is easier said than done. But hopefully we can get it maybe right there. Okay, so definitely loving that. And then let's see what else. Okay, so we did have this little road trip sign, but I believe we do have like the alpha letters just on their own, like right here. And so I thought that I would add my own to kind of sprinkle them across the page like that. And I thought that that would be so fun. So maybe we could, hopefully it fits, because I do want to alternate positions. So that one is going to go there. Maybe we could, this is going to be so fun. As soon as I saw them, I knew that I wanted to use them. Actually, I think I'm going to go with the little one. That way we have different colors, different sizes, different lengths. So maybe we could do that one right there. And let's do a yellow one this time for the A. And this one is going to go like this. And let's see about the D. Okay, we have the pink, and that would definitely work because we are using pink. So let's see. This one would actually go like this. So road, and then trip. So how about we do this one? And I believe this one is New York. So let's do that one. And then the R. I feel like this would be way too big, but this one kind of matches that one. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Loving the different colors, the different sizes, because it does make everything look different and interesting. So let's do the R there, and then we're gonna do the I. And for the I, oh, I do see the Colorado one. The I is gonna be maybe this one, but I think I'm gonna use the smaller one because the T and the R are pretty big. So we're gonna do maybe this one right here, and then we need the P. So the P, let's use this one, and I believe that one's Hawaii. And then this one is gonna go right in here. Okay, that turned out amazing. That was super fun. Really, really love that. And so let's go back to the stickers. That way we can see what else we could do. I do see more road, but I feel like we're good with the roads. I do see a lot of signs and luggage. I do like this little cluster there. So let's go back over here. And then maybe we could have this whole little situation maybe right down here. That way it's in between both of the columns, and I still have enough space over here and over here as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and add that one right in there. And okay, we do have this one as well. We have the little puppy. I love that. Which one did I want to do? I'm looking at this little box, and I do see that we have boxes. So I'm trying to see if I could simply add this one over here. And I think that because it is the same shape, it's going to fit in really well. So yeah, let's go ahead and add that. And I do see some single flowers, but do we have it in another color? Because we did use this color up here. We might not. Okay, so we have that one. But yeah, as far as like a true single one, we're not gonna have it, but I do want to add it right in here. So I'm going to go off of the page just so that I don't have that color next to it. So let's go ahead and simply trim it off. Okay, perfect. And let's see what else we could add. Like I said, I am loving the signs, so maybe we could do a little bit of clustering over here. Okay, it's going to cut off most of it, so let's go ahead and scoot it over just a little bit. And we do have the light over there, so I'm thinking that I could instead add this one, and maybe this one. Could do something like that. And is this where I wanted to add maybe like a little flower, but it is going to cover up Sunday, but I think that I'm going to be okay with that. Okay, perfect. So now let's get rid of this one. And then I do see the camera here. And a little luggage. Okay, the sunglasses, because I do want to add a little bit of decoration, maybe like over here. So let's add the camera there, and then we could do the sunglasses right there. What about the luggage? I really love the luggage. This is gonna be the same page right here. Okay, so we could maybe do these beverages, maybe like in here, or how about we even go up here? Yeah, I think I like that. So we could add that one there, and then we could add that one there. So yeah, I think that's looking pretty. I am not too sure what this is. It looks like a measuring cup, but what would a measuring cup be doing in a road trip type of setting? I don't know. If anyone knows, definitely let me know. I really want to use the luggage. So let's go ahead and grab it. And we might put it there, or we might even put it over here. Okay, I think I kind of love the idea of it being here. Okay, I think I'm just gonna add it. So we're gonna do that one there, and then how about we put this sign over here? Yeah, I think this one looks so much better over here than it did over here. I really like the light right there, and then I do see this little hand kind of going over here. So I was wondering if I could put it here, but then it'll kind of cover up TikTok. But as you guys know, I am such a slacker over there on TikTok as far as posting, because I am seriously always on it when it comes to just recreational and just watching videos. I was gonna do this one, but it does have the camera, the sunglasses, and the thermos, and we already used those, so I think I'm just gonna put it back. I don't know, anything else? We could always add more signs. Oh, here's another one. Look at this one. Maybe this one could go on this side. That way I can put it on this side instead of that side. Yeah, I think I really like that idea. Maybe we can put it here on the spine. No, right? I think it's gonna work so much better over here. I just kind of have to find a spot for it. And I'm thinking that maybe right there should be good. Okay. And I actually should have used this little gas station. That would have been cute. Let's see. Let's grab it. If anything, I could simply place it here on the spine or even over here. But no, right? Okay, if I have any blank spaces, once I am done writing in it, I can always come back and add some more. So yeah, I'm not even worried about that. And I think that we might be done. I really love the way that it turned out. Anything else? Just trying to see if I want to add. I feel like we used a little bit of everything. We used florals, we used the signs, we used a car, and yeah, just a little bit of everything. And especially the little road trip. And I don't think that we got into the punch too much. Just a little bit right there. So actually, let's go ahead and feed it really quick. And I feel like this spread came together so quick, which is always a good thing. Yeah, I'm definitely not complaining. And so let's go ahead and add the pages back in here. So yeah, see, there goes the same color that we used this week. I just knew that I used it. And then for the previous week, it was something similar. Yeah, it was similar, not quite the same, but essentially in the same little color group. But yeah, this is the current week, and this is the upcoming week, and I really love the theme. I think it turned out amazing. I really love everything about it. So yeah, like I said, everything will be linked in the description box below, but for now, I am in love with the way that this turned out. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to check me over on Instagram at stephanyhappilyplans, and I'll see you next time.